What's going on, everybody? This is David from The Tipping Point. Man, I got a 1993 300 CE Mercedes Benz. Pretty rare car. It's the coupe, so it's not a lot of them out there. Special car for me because growing up, Mercedes Benz was like the standard, you know what I mean? It was like the top of the pinnacle when it came to like luxury. And then whenever I came to America, I started seeing like the different ways that people in the East Coast and even West Coast was doing Benzes. We wasn't really on the Benz tip in the South. I always gravitated to like East Coast style of like Benzes with like the big wheels, put them on the ground type situation. So when I was a little kid in Mexico City, my dad used to boost cars. And so very early on, he would come home with these weird cars that I had never seen before. That's really how I got into cars, just kind of appreciating all the different cars that will roll around there. What I love about cars is the fact that you can be an individual, right? It's like an extension of you. You could do it however you want to do it. It could be the same car, but if you got a different flavor to somebody else, you know, you could do it your own ways. I picked it, one, because I fell in love with the color. It's like this green with this jade green at the bottom. It's like a really rare color combo. The reason I picked not only this model, but just this Mercedes-Benz as a whole, I felt like whenever I got into this car particularly, everybody was into BMWs, you know what I mean? Like everybody wanted to get a small BMW with some BBSs, and although they're dope, it's just not my vibe, you know what I mean? I wanted like a big body where I can recline all the way back. This joint right here basically, you know, had everything that I wanted. Man, when I first seen it in person, it was a beautiful feeling, man. Big wheels, dumped underground, you know, whenever it was finally done, it was done just tastefully. You know, it made me feel like a kid again. You know, that's really what it is. Kind of getting that feeling again of like, man, when I was little, I used to look at these cars and I would never thought that I would own one, legally at least. So now to be able to have one, you know what I'm saying, it's a good feeling. The car is sitting on coilovers. We went ahead and did the correct thing and we put it on Bravises. We took a Bravis, made it into a three-piece wheel. That's what it looks like, obviously, and then we added like a little bit of a lip to it. The mods on it, they're basically just aesthetic. We didn't want to go too crazy. I'm not like a big fan of like super changing the car. Just kind of OEM plus type of person. That's kind of my style. Man, really just my memories that I'm making with my son. Those memories are what keeps me kind of like getting into, like staying in old cars. I know they're a pain in the butt sometimes, but that's really what keeps me going. We're gonna get into some of these features of the car. With this car, man, some of the best features that I like is the things that really didn't make no sense, right? Like the wipers for the headlights. You know, reality is you don't need those, but you know, it's the Mercedes-Benz way. Then you got the amber lights. A lot of people want to convert them to the clear lights, but I like to keep it old school. So I wanted to keep amber, you know, kind of keep with the OEM plus kind of theme. We did add that little lip at the bottom. It's all, you know, Houston streets are not nice, so I done cracked it a couple of times. But it's a drivable car. I'm not trying to build a show queen, you know. Then you see this is the biggest feature of the car that people really like, is the Bravis. You got the 18 inches, you know, with the stands just right. You see the three-piece situation over here. The interior, man, like I said, it's a driving car. I'm not trying to make a show car. So, you know, this is all wear and tear from 1993. It looks, you know, it looks legit. Like it has a lot of history behind it. So I want to keep it like that until I can't ride on them no more. Was lucky enough to find this AMG mats, kind of rare to it. We got this beautiful wood grain Raid steering wheel that you can convert into two pieces. You can take this leather piece off, and you have a whole nother steering wheel, you know. Everything is original wood on the side. You know, just a spare steering wheel just in case I want to switch out the look of the car and get it a little chrome. Big feature that I love about this car is the pillarless window. It's just one big window, and I think that makes the car a lot more aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. I wanted to throw a roof rack in here. We had the option in here from 93 to throw the roof rack on here. If you can zoom in back here, we got the original still first aid kit that came with the car. So it's still in there. Nobody got hurt in the car, so it's still stock. If you come around the back on this side, you see this beautiful right here. This is the Euro dressing. They don't come like this in stock, and so you wanted to blend into the lights and stuff. It usually has a different piece here. So the fenders, a lot of people don't know about that. For you to be able to fit these wheels, we needed to stretch out the fenders and stuff. So beautiful detail that if you know kind of situation. A lot of people don't know about these 90s Benzes, bro. It has a little trick. To this day, I put out a few people with this little key trick that people don't know. If you shit electric, you can lower the windows with your key. It's for the people that know. That my 1993 300 CE. Peace.